After a frustrating night at Porto, losing 1-0 to Porto was a very shock to the Arsenal fans, but we need to move on from that as we have a revenge to make this weekend against Newcastle. So today we will discuss the match versus Porto, the links with mathys, the updates regarding Thomas Partey and Jurrien Timber, the injuries and the available players, and the updates about our game against Newcastle. Follow us as we get you the updates.
Saka's corner. Controlled by Declan Rice.
Welcome back to the Arsenal updates. I hope you guys are doing great and enjoying yourself as I get you some of the updates regarding the injuries, but before that, if you are new, please you can just subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss out on any of our Arsenal updates, and also click the like button if you've been enjoying our videos and share. Thank you. Starting off with frustration UCL night, a night that all Arsenal fans have been waiting for. It's been 7 years since Arsenal played in the Champions League round of 16, as we were all hoping to continue in our good form into the game, but things didn't go our way. But we had a very good game, as they had planned to frustrate and not give us any space to keep the ball and find balanced in every area of the game, but we still managed to get a 65% of possession. But the shocking thing is getting no shot on target all through the game, which shows how they planned very well to keep us from their box. As their coach said after the match, Arteta is from the Pep Guardiola school, who is the coach with the most titles in the world. They think that the best way to beat their opponents is to have more possession of the ball, but that depends on the team and the performers they have. We had 40% to 60% possession of the ball, which is not a scandal. I didn't mind having 30% to 70% and winning too. It all depends on what you do with the ball within the strategy defined to score goals. So this shows us their game plan, what they have in mind for us in the game. But let's not panic, because we have a return leg in the Emirates Stadium, where we need to show them our qualities, show them that we run the Emirates. As Arteta said after the game, we have to manage much better. We cannot win with the way we handled the ball on 3 occasions in deep areas. If you want to be in the quarterfinals, you have to beat your opponent, and this is what we will have to do at the Emirates now. So we have to put in our best performance, show more maturity in the Emirates. And we've got some injuries boost even before the game, as we see Thomas Partey and Fabio Vieira was seen training with the rest of the squad, but unfortunately we saw only Vieira with the players in Porto. But what is wrong with Partey? Why didn't he join the squad to Porto? Is it that he's not 100% match fit, or trying to feel very much better after a very long injury? But let me shock you, things is about to get exciting entering into the important part of the season as we get back our number 5 into the team, as Arteta said yesterday. Let's see. We have another session today, and obviously he's been out for many months now, and we need to really nail the timing and when he has enough in the tank to compete. But I think he's very close, as we later see he was involved in the training section yesterday, and that shows that we should be expecting Thomas Partey in the game against Newcastle today or in our next game. Moving on to the second thing, Arsenal injuries updates. What did Mikel Arteta says about the injuries? Speaking of Jurrien Timber, Timber has been trying really hard to make sure he comes back this season. As Arteta said, I really hope that Jurrien Timber will be back before the end of the season. He's doing really well. He's been around some players on the pitch, and he is going to start to do some bits with us in the next week or so. Then we need to see how that evolves, his confidence levels, his fitness levels, and hopefully then the answer is yes. This is a very good news. This means Timber will be available in the next 2 weeks or so, but things are getting exciting as we've got some news regarding Bayern Munich. Mathys, who has not had a good time with Bayern Munich so far. As report claim, Arsenal are long-term admirers of Bayern Munich defender Mathys with Mikel Arteta the one pushing for the player. Fabrizio Romano recently provided a positive update. Let's see what's going to happen there in the summer, because there is interest from England. It was not possible in January because Bayern were not going to sell him. In the summer, it could be different, so keep an eye on Mathys because his current situation at Bayern is not so easy. He's just 24 years of age, in his peak of his power. but I think it's not going to be an easy deal. And what do you think about this move? Just drop it in comment section. But that is not the only player Arsenal are scouting in the Bayern squad, as report claim from Bild. Arsenal are one of the teams interested in signing Bayern's Mathys Tell. 18 years of age. There's one shocking thing about this youngster. He has started no game for Bayern this season, but he's gotten 3 goals and 3 assists this season. This show the potential of Mathys Tell. He strive both in right and left wing. His last game shows how good he can be for us even from the bench. 8.1 rating in just 11 minutes played. 1 assist, 4 successful dribbles, 23 touches, 89% pass accuracy, 3 key passes, 2 big chances created, and 5 ground duels won. He's very good in creating chances from the flank, but will be a very difficult deal to happen, but anything can happen. But what do we think of this transfer? Will it be a good addition to the squad? Moving on to the other injuries, as Arteta said, it's the same with Gabi Jesus as well. He's done a few things. Alex Zinchenko is not far at all, and Tomiyasu is still a little bit more. Moving on to the game against Newcastle, a game that we need to win to take revenge and to keep the title race on, as we see Liverpool beat Luton 4-1 on Wednesday and Man City winning Brentford 1-0. And we need to respond well to the loss against Porto, and we know the kind of game it is. We know what has happened us, as Arteta was asked about the game and our response to the loss. What I see is a team that can't wait to play Porto at home now. With that result, we have created a fantastic Champions League night of football in front of our people and under the lights, where we need to beat them to go through. The task is very clear. That's it. Porto is gone. We discussed it, and we know the things that we did very well and the things that we have to improve. It tells you again about the small margins in the Champions League, because we have one of the biggest chances in the 91st minute with Gabi Magalhaes. If he scores a goal, we are 1-0 up, and it's a fantastic, mature, disciplined performance in the Champions League. However, you lose it in the last second, and it's something else. That's clear, but we cannot lose sight of where we are, what we are doing, and the importance of the match tomorrow, and the full energy and focus is there. That's me, and I said what I felt in the moment and how I felt it. You get criticized for being honest. People expect to hear our answers in an honest and straight way, and that's what I did. But how do you think this game will go? Newcastle are a very aggressive and defensive team like Porto and Liverpool, who will like to frustrate the life out of you, as we saw in the first leg in their home, make some rough tackles and the complaints to the ref. And how do you think we can overcome this Newcastle team? Should we go with the same formation, or we drop Trossard in the bench for Jorginho to come to the middle and Havertz up front? Whatever is your opinion, drop in the comments section below. Thank you. We've come to the end of this video. I hope you guys really enjoy this video. The injuries, updates of Thomas Partey, Jurrien Timber, and also the transfer link with the Bayern duos and everything about this video. If you really enjoy this video, click the subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so you cannot miss the next video after our game against Newcastle. Also click the like button. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Goodbye.